I think everyone as a young adult should be striving to secure a residence free and clear before they ever consider getting with someone, because that creates codependence. And if you've heard me teach before, I'm a very strong proponent of an independent mindset. And you have to have that as a trader to be successful. And as a young adult, if you're listening, you should be striving to do those types of things. That way, the person that's with you knows that you don't need their ass for shit, but just the compatibility on an emotional level, relationship wise. And anybody, you can go out there and find anybody to do the physical part, but you want to be with somebody that wants to be with you and not need to be with you because you have something or can afford something. So there's a lot of things I got to fix about my son, because he wants the flash. He wants the arrogance. He wants to do all those things. And that will invite a lot of things that brought me to the situation I was as a young man, where I got messed around with by a gold digger. And that's not going to be the topic here, but I had to live my life a certain way to keep her from taking things from me. She didn't earn it. And those things are going to be the same problems that you're going to run into if you flash everything. If you show what you have all the time, you're inviting it. You're advertising. Hey, come take advantage of me. Come lie to me and tell me that you care about me, you love me. But then when you get what you can get, you're done. You're done. That's the problem. That's really a big problem today, because social media, image, all about this stuff. And now you've invited that to trading. You've made it next to impossible. You can't not be emotional about trading now. If social media is a large part of your trading and you're successfully, consistently profitable, wow, that is saying something, because I don't believe that helps anyone. It makes it harder. It means you have to live up to some expectation. So we sat down and I told him, I said, listen, let's assume for your first property, it's going to cost you $500,000. And you want to have some money in the bank. So after you pay the house off, say you got to have $150,000. So you're looking at $650,000. You got to have that in 4 years. So how are you going to do that? And he looked at me and he was like, I don't know. I said, well, that part's easy, but you need to understand that what you're doing right now and how you think and how you behave isn't going to get you there. It won't even get you 10% there. You're not going to do well unless you listen. You've already tried it your way, and did it work? No. So there's this little thin, razor small window of opportunity where you now have got yourself funded. You over leveraged, so you broke the rules I laid down for you. I don't give a shit about Top Step's rules. Top Step is absolutely easy to pass. And I'm going to teach you this today. Okay? I'm going to teach it to you today, so that way there's no fucking excuse for you guys to go out there and complain about, oh, well, they're trailing this and they're trailing that. Oh, they're this and that. They won't let me do this. It's easy as shit to pass that. There isn't a funded account challenge out there that is not passable. That's so easy. The problem is you're going in with these too fast expectations for yourself. But don't let me sound like I'm sugar sweet on any of these companies, because I'm going to tell you some shit they probably didn't think about, and they're going to be mad I said it today. So I don't want to hear any shit about it. It's just my opinion. My son's got himself into this, so now I'm going to show him a solution to get through it. Should it mean you should apply it to you? No, because I don't want any kind of bullshit. If it doesn't work for him, it doesn't work for you. I don't want to hear about it. This is my opinion. I think it would work. If for me, I could walk out there and do it, no problem. It's not a big deal. I know some of these companies out there would love nothing more for me to do it, because you'll trade copy every fucking thing I do. And I get it. I understand that. But I don't need to do that. I'm trading with real money, folks. I know I teach with a demo account, but I'm trading with real fucking money. You're going to see it. Okay? You're going to see it. I'm telling you that. It's July 29th, 2023. You're going to fucking see real money. But while I'm teaching, I have to be behind the veil of protection, because I'm not a licensed financial advisor. So everything I'm telling you here, I'm not advising you financially. I'm telling my son, my offspring, the fruit of my loins, okay? The boy that wants to be me all over again in faster and quicker form. The only way that's possible is if he listens to me. Nobody else is going to teach him how to be me or better than me, but me. And I want him to be better than me. I want all of you to be better than me. But you can't do stupid shit and think about money the way you do. So he has a 4-year plan to come up with $650,000. Can he do it? Yes. Can he do it right now the way he is mentally or equipped as a trader? No. Am I embarrassed to say that? No. He literally just started doing this a couple months ago, and he has not listened. Doesn't listen. Have you studied the charts today on this move? No, I'll get back to it. What are you talking about? There's times. The silver bullet, I created that for him. The 2022 model, I created that for my daughter. Think. I'm doing this actively, interactive with all of you. You're not entitled to this stuff. And I'm hoping that they feel, because they're social media mindsets, I'm hoping they will feel like they have to put more effort into it now, because they invited that. They wanted it. They wanted to be in the social media element. They want to be out there on my YouTube channel talking face to face and be seen by everybody. They want that because they want to be able to testify and say, none of you people know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, you know, this is what we really do. This is how we live. This is how it really is. And you don't see the half of it. But I don't need that. I don't want them doing that. Just like I teach you. Like I said, when I'm talking these discussions, whether it be in video, I'm talking to my children all the time. All the time. You got a foul-mouthed ICT. You talk to your children like that? Sometimes I do. I don't walk on water. I repent. I make mistakes. I sin. I do those things. But I'm passionate. And sometimes my passion comes through with no filter. And that's just the way it is. So he has $650,000 he's got to make in 4 years. And he has a funded account that he has not executed on yet. They sent him an email. They finally got his email resolved. And he said, okay, to start your funded account, you have to pay some kind of, I don't know what it was, some kind of fee, he said it was. So, okay, that's fine. I know they expect you to pay something each month or whatever. So let's talk about that. Let's get this stuff out of the way, because I know some of them are just waiting on bated breath to hear what I'm going to say about them. You ever think about what combine you're going to do? I know, I'm going to use Top Step because that's the only one I've seen because of my son being involved in it. That's it. Okay. The idea of going in with a $50,000 account or a $100,000 account or funded to $150,000. They have like a thing on there, at least when I checked it this morning before I got on here, because I want to have some of the numbers correct before I started talking about it. I didn't want to be saying things that were not accurate at the time of this presentation, which is July 29th, 2023. They have the most popular is the $50,000 funded account challenge. And this has been said many times, not just by me, but other people too. And people that are really aware of what's going on, that even are funded with them, that have received payouts. When you say, or you get a certificate, or you're funded as part of some kind of $50,000 account, or $100,000 or $150,000, you don't have $50,000 or $100,000 or $150,000. You have as much money as they'll let you before they stop you from trading. So in reality, what you have is, for a $50,000 account, you have $2,000 trading account. That's it. That's all you got. For $100,000, you have $3,000. That's, once you lose that, you're done. You got to reset or walk away. And for $150,000, you have a $4,500 account. So for any of you that are out there trading with multiple mini contracts, trading with that size, you're fucking stupid. Okay? You're absolutely fucking stupid. You're literally over leveraging to the fucking gills. You have no idea what you're doing. You're the worst fucking money manager there is if you're literally trading more than one contract on any one of those things. If you're trading a mini, one singular mini with that $50,000 funded account, you're absolutely going to blow your brains out. You're going to fail. You're over leveraged. Look how fast NASDAQ moves. She likes to run. Once she stretches her legs and starts finding her stride, it can really gallop. How many of those points can you handle if you're doing the maximum of 5 contracts? Because that's what they offer. You can trade up to 5 contracts. Here, you want to play Russian roulette? We're going to give you not just one handgun with 1 bullet, but we're going to give you fucking 5. So that way you have a real good chance of blowing your brains out. But they didn't do it. They didn't make you push the button. They're just making it available to you, because that means that they're likely to get reset and you're not getting funded and you're not going to have to pay out to any of these people. So while there may be a lot of things to say about the companies that do these things, and truth be told, if these things were made available to me when I was younger, I would have done it. I absolutely would have done it. I would have done most likely worse than what my son did here. He's done a lot of resets, and he traded through. He used his older brother, Caleb. He let him set it up. So we weren't aware that any of that was going on. Even though Top Step could say, oh yeah, Caleb was in here too. Caleb was only letting him use his bank card. Now he's 18. Now he's got his own show. So he's doing it there. But that's who it's been. And he tried to do things where he was not prepared, not knowing what he was doing. And what's the results? As you would expect, unsuccessful. Not even doing anything I taught him. Not one thing. Just thinking, oh, it's moving really fast, it's going to keep moving. That's the mentality of a momentum trader. You have to know what it's doing. Where's it going? Can you get lucky doing that? Sure you can. There's a lot of people doing it. But we sat down, and I told him, I said, right now you have, once you pay whatever that fee is, you're going to have what is considered a funded account with Top Step for $50,000. Okay. You do not have $50,000. You have $2,000. Now, here's what I want you to understand, folks listening. Okay. If you have that funded account at $50,000, and you can do the math on all the other tiers, whether it be the 100%, I'm sorry, the 100,000 or the $150,000 funded account, every month you have to pay some kind of subscription fee to that. Okay. Here's the part of the financial illiteracy none of you are tapping into and correcting. The fact that you're trying to say that you have a $50,000 account, and my son, once he gets the fee paid, he does not have a $50,000 funded account. He has a relationship with a company that says we will pay out 90% on anything that you earn, as long as everything that we've given you in terms of parameters are met and not exceeded. Okay, wonderful. But you don't have a $50,000 account. You have a $2,000 account that you have to pay, and if they do raise the money back up to their right now, it's $49 a month. And I'm sure they probably got a lot of people sign up because it got real cheap. And that, to me, I think that's what they should do, because the stats are going to stay the same. Most people are going to fail. If I was Michael that runs Top Step, I would literally keep it $49. The pay structure they have right now, I would keep it just like that. The fucking volume that's going to bring in would way outdo what they're going to do, because number one, there's a lot of shit going on because the TradingView and the Trade-Evade link up, it's not available anymore. And from me and my community, we're crew TradingView. Okay, and I don't have any affiliation with them. They don't pay me. They've asked me to have business relationship with them a couple weeks ago. I said no. I don't do any affiliate, nothing. So my opinion is absolutely mine. It's not influenced by anybody paying me. It's just, this is my opinion. And if it's good, it's great. If it's not good, accept the fact that it's my opinion. I don't want any kickbacks from any company. I'm not interested. But eventually, if they take it back to what they were expecting people to pay, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was $165 a month. Okay. So if you have a $2,000 trading account, not $50,000, You have 2,000. And you're paying $165. You're basically in a credit card format. You're paying 8.25% to have access to $2,000 that doesn't even exist. Hello. That's like fractional reserve banking. Listen, I'm not knocking them. That's fucking amazing. If they have people constantly coming and doing that, that's wonderful. My job and role as a teacher is to show you there are weaknesses. There's things that you can exploit. You can beat their ass. You can get paid from these companies. I have students that are doing it, but most of you don't know how to view this stuff. Think about it. Have you really strongly considered the monthly fee and what you're really paying? You're paying the equivalent of 8.25% interest, whether you make money or not. And it's the same ratio, whether you go up to the 150,000 or the 100,000. It's anywhere between 8.33% or, in this case, 8.25% for the $50,000 account. So out of the $2,000 that you really have access to, you're paying $165 a month towards that. So you're paying 8.25%. So you now have to do what? You got to make 8.25% just to break even. None of you can fucking probably do that now, even in a demo account. But you're in a rush to get out there and trade in these fucking combines. You're financially illiterate. That's why I talk to you the way I talk to you. That's why I give you all of these things to understand how you're supposed to think about money, how you're supposed to behave, how you're supposed to conduct this as a business. When you trade with these companies, this is exactly what I'm having my son do. Because he's not going to stay with this company, and he's never going to go into another funded account, ever. He put money into it. We're going to take that money back. He's going to make probably $10,000, and then he's stopping. Then he's going to take that $10,000, and he's going to put it in AMP futures. He's going to trade with a real broker that pays commission, and he can get a fucking wire withdrawal every single day when he makes it. There's no, you got to be profitable 4 days, 5 days in a row, minimum this, minimum that. If you make money, you should be fucking pulling out the money. You should be able to do that. All of these companies, all of their rules are meant for you as a highly probable failure as a trader. Their likelihood of paying out is so small. It's a wonderful business for them. And they look like they're helping everybody. And for the people that know how to exploit, just like card counters. And all my students, I'm teaching you how to count fucking cards. They don't want you in there when you start beating their ass. But they want to put a copier on there or not. They can't try. They can't copy everybody, okay? Because the flash in the pan guys that come in there and do it real quick, boom, make your money, get out, and then go trade with a real broker. If you're stuck and you don't have the money to do it, and you can't scrape up the amount of money to be properly funded, and you're probably saying, well, $10,000, Michael, that's nothing. You don't even know where I'm going yet. Just sit down. But you're trading with $2,000, and you're literally trying to trade with a mini contract, whether it be S&P or NASDAQ. You have such a small razor edge to walk on before you're ended, just because of the natural volatility that we have in the markets right now. And I'm sorry, listen, folks, I'm sorry if you think I'm beating up any one particular company, that's not what I'm saying here. And if you own one of these companies and you're pissed off right now, you know what I'm saying is the fucking truth. But I'm also going to tell you that this is a viable option if you listen to what I'm going to say in this presentation today. If you follow these fucking rules, you stand a far better chance than doing anything else out there. I don't need to do a funded account challenge to know how to whip their ass at it. I don't need to do that. I have the perfect laboratory experiment right now because my son listened, pushed the button, now he's funded. But he needs to know how to do it. That's why I'm invested into it. That's the only reason why. I want him, he wants to do it with his own money. Wonderful. You don't want to take my money? Wonderful. So now, listen. Go out there, do what I told you to do, follow the rules, learn how to follow the rules and be comfortable doing it. Be comfortable taking a loss. Don't try to trade with the largest position. You're going to do it with the least, because that's how you beat them. They all are inviting you to use the big battle axe. Here, come in here and use the fucking bazooka. We can let you trade up to 15 contracts with a $4,500 account. What the hell? AMP futures will let you trade full mini with $300 margin. There you go. So there are brokers out there that will let you trade ridiculous leverage, which I think that is absolutely ridiculous. But you're all thinking, because here's why you're thinking you have to have big leverage. Okay. Every time Dick and Harry and Patrick will want to swing with 15 contracts, because they know in their heart of hearts they're going to have the inevitable tailspin and blowout. So they want to get those big wins when they're on a roll, but they already know deep down inside in their conscience, they know that one thing's coming, and it's the thing that you don't see. That's the part that social media hides from you. The people that are on social media, they hide that. Here's the challenge for the people out there that say, I am a funded account challenge beater, and I am trading with a funded account, and this is what I'm making today. Show us the end of the fucking year. Start right now, the Monday. Forget, we'll expunge the career up to now for this year. Start your account funded combine on Monday. Get funded. Show that publicly what the account number is. Okay, and go through the logic of showing it every single day and how you got paid out at the end of the year. Do that, because that's what I don't see. I don't see that with any of these guys or gals, and you're not entitled to do it. I just see these personalities out there. They're trying to say, because I'll teach in the demo, what they're doing is far better, when you're not seeing anything except for one small little snapshot of this is what I did today. And the account numbers they've been showing don't even match the ones they had 2 months ago. So that's not the same account. That's reset. How many times did you reset? My son did dozens of this shit. He's wasted money on that. I'm not hiding that. If TopStat was on this fucking thing, they would tell you, yep, that's exactly true. And this is the only one he got past. And he only passed it because I was over his shoulder saying, do that, do this, stop. That's the truth. But he has to do this himself. He has to do it himself. Otherwise, he doesn't know how to do it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying for him to learn how to do it independent and successfully independent from me. I don't want to go in there and help him by saying, buy here, sell here, stop here, do this. I don't want to do that. Because if I'm doing that, I'm just going to do a family funded management account, which is an LLC. And if you want to learn about that, I'll do it another Twitter space. But you can create all these things where your children can draw salaries from. And you just do one thing and that's it. They live off of it. That's my plan B. If none of my children, and they have till 30 years old, if they don't know how to do this and they can't do it, then I'm just going to run an account where they make $100,000 a year, and that's all they'll ever make from me. But I only got to do one thing, that one account, and I don't need to do shit to do that. Literally nothing at all for me to do that. I have 5 kids. That's only $500,000. I can lap that shit in every 8 weeks at $500,000. It's easy. That's easy. It's just math, folks. It's just math. You just don't know how to string an equation together to get that number. We're going to talk about that tonight. Well, today. Some of you probably tonight. Yeah. So he has a goal. He has to hit $650,000. And just so you know, Top Step, we won't be doing it through you. we're gonna hit 10,000 and we're gonna pull out. And then at 10,000, we're gonna roll into AMP. And then he's gonna use AMP over the course of the duration between then and when his girlfriend graduates and comes home from college. So he will have post taxes. That means he's got to pay taxes through this, all too, folks. He's going to have $650,000. $500,000 is going towards a home purchase for them, and he'll have $150,000 in the bank. My goal is for him to know how to do this on his own, and he can carve out anywhere between $7,500 to $10,000 a week. Tradable, withdrawable funds. That's my personal goal as his dad. Everybody wants to know, what is your goals? What would it be for your son and daughter? What would it be? I want them to be able to hit $7,500 to $10,000 a week. To me, that is very, very strong earning potential. And it also relieves the necessity to have to trade every single month if you have that much padding. Because there's going to be a time when you go into, and we're going into it right now, August. August usually typically sucks. It's the month that, we don't have any holiday in the United States. Congress usually goes away. It's a lot of shit that goes on in August, where if that's the month you're going to look to take a vacation, that's the time you do it. That's then, because it's just a really weird month. Now, because I said this, it's probably going to be an amazing, highly precise technical month. And if it does, that's great. I'll be here for it. But as a general rule of thumb, having $7,500 to $10,000 a week earned income that's withdrawable funds, to me, I think that is the goal that my children should strive for. Can they hit it? If they listen to me, they will do fucking 20 times that. I didn't exaggerate. The problem is they're human, just like you are. And you want to rush to get to that end goal. Paid out, funded account. You don't realize once now he's at the show now. He's at the dance, and he doesn't have his dancing shoes yet. He's not properly dressed. I'm just escorting him there to the dance. So now this is the part where I say you have to do this way or fail. If you fail and you tried it and you did everything that the rules say and you failed, I will not and I cannot be upset with you, because it's my rules. If you fail this, that means Dad failed it. If you follow every fucking rule that I tell you, you will have no responsibility whatsoever. But just like I teach you with logging and journaling, everything, you're using that as a pseudo experience. You're tricking your brain saying, oh yeah, I saw this trade coming. And because you're doing that and you're detailing it with annotations and you're seeing snapshots of price action like that, your subconscious retains that. And you sugarcoat it with all this self-love. Oh, this is great. I loved seeing this happen. It came to fruition just like I thought it would. And you're writing a fictional book, but that fictional book is meaningful to you. And it's about you, the perfect future you. Well, here in his trading with this funded account, he has to follow these rules. If he doesn't follow them correctly, he fails on his own accord. If he does what I tell him to do and only executes on those basis, I have failed. So I have removed all of the fear for him. I've removed any reason to second guess shit. He has nothing to beat himself up about, but he has to show up at the right time and do exactly what these fucking rules are. And I'm going to tell you, that's what we're here today for. Get to the point, ICT. This is bullshit. I got things to do. There's a baseball coming on now. I got to go somewhere. I'm staying up late now, man. I can't sit here through all this shit. Get to the point. There's going to be like 15 YouTubers tonight splicing all this stuff into this next couple minutes and sparing you all the parts that were really more important. I get it. Ad revenue. So for a $50,000 Top Step account that he has access to once he funds it, pays for it. He's already earned the right to do it. But he's got a $2,000 account, just like everybody else that has one. So he can't trade 5 contracts like they say. Can't do it. You're not allowed. That's my rules. Additionally, he cannot trade 1 mini either. What? What is he supposed to trade? A micro. Oh, come on, man. I'm never going to get rich trading micro account. Come on.